Hi people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for my Winter TBR. I mentioned this in my last video, but I'm combining my November TBR as well as my December TBR together because, frankly, there just aren't enough new releases in both November and December for me to make separate videos, so I decided to just combine them. So here we are. The first book on this list is called The Secret of the Ravens. This book, I believe, came out already on November 7th. And it's a middle-grade graphic novel, and I think it constitutes as an urban fantasy. But anyway, it follows a pair of orphan twins who are going on mysterious raven quests. So that's really interesting. I'm so excited to read this book because, frankly, first of all, I'm back in my graphic novel era. I've been reading so many graphic novels lately, and I've just been really enjoying them. So I'm really hoping that this book is absolutely so excellent and so good, not just in terms of the illustrations, but also in terms of the story as well. I love reading about sibling relationships, especially with twins, so I'm really excited to read this book. So anyway, with that said, I'm really looking forward to this book, and like I said, the release date was November 7th. The next book on this list is called Just Lizzie. This story is a middle-grade contemporary exploring asexuality through the eyes of an 8th grader, and it comes out November 14th. I'm so excited to read this book because I think it's so important to explore sexuality through the eyes of young people, especially with underrepresentation of asexuality. I'm just so excited to read this book for that type of representation. But also, like, to read a story about a main character exploring her sexuality is so incredibly important and necessary, no matter what type of sexuality it is, or gender identity, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so excited to read this book. It sounds like it's going to be absolutely so amazing and so well done. I'm just really excited to read it. Like I said, it comes out November 14th. So with that said, I'm really looking forward to this book. The cover looks so pretty and just so well done, and I don't think I've ever read a book before by this author. I'm not sure whether or not it is their debut or not, but anyway, the point is I'm so excited to read this book, and I'm hoping that it will be absolutely so amazing. So anyway, with all that said, this book comes out November 14th. The next book on this list is called The Queer Girl is Going to Be Okay. This story is a YA contemporary following a queer main character who's making a documentary about something that she desires, queer love. And this book comes out November 21st, and I'm so excited to read it because, first of all, I love stories about, like, filmmaking and, like, cinematography and all that kind of stuff because I think that field is so fascinating and it's absolutely so interesting, and I love watching movies about cinematography, which is why The Fabelmans is one of my favorite movies that I've seen this year, next to Prom Pact, actually. But anyway, I digress. The point is, I'm so excited to read this book because it sounds like it's going to be so amazing and so well done. I've heard that it explores the nuances of, like, girlhood and friendship, which are two things that I absolutely love so much. The cover looks like it's going to be so pretty and so well done and just so, like, well paced. I don't know if that makes any sense, and I'm definitely judging a book by its cover, but the cover looks so pretty and just so beautiful, so I'm hoping the story inside is just as pretty and as beautiful. Again, I don't really know if that makes any sense at all, but basically I'm so excited to read this book. It comes out November 21st, and I'm really looking forward to it. The next book on this list is called Betting on You. This story comes out November 28th, the week after, and it's a YA romantic contemporary, and it's written by the same author of Better Than the Movies, which I absolutely loved when I read it 2 years ago, and I also really enjoyed The Do-Over, which I read last year. This author is so talented and so good at, like, crafting romantic contemporary stories with making, like, the romance so cute and just so well done and based on, like, genuine chemistry without making it, like, too cheesy and too juvenile. I know some people really enjoy a good cheesy romance, but for me, I need it to be, like, deeper than that and based on, like, individual characters who are both well developed and just well done. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but basically I'm so excited to read this book. It sounds like it's going to be so amazing and so well done based on the author's reputation alone. So anyway, with that said, this book is called Betting on You. I think it has to do with, like, fake dating, if I'm not sure. I don't know. But fake dating is one of my favorite romantic tropes lately. So anyway, this book comes out November 28th, and I'm so excited to read it. The next book on this list is called Heartstopper Volume 5, which I believe comes out December 7th in the UK, but it comes out December 26th in other countries such as the United States as well as Australia and New Zealand. But anyway, I'm so excited to read this book. For those who don't know, I'm the biggest fan of Heartstopper. I love the comics so much. I love the TV show so much. If you follow me on Twitter, I tweet about Heartstopper literally all the time. Like, I love the show, I love the characters, I love the books, I love Alice Oseman. I created an Alice Oseman book tag because I literally love them so much. I love all their books. They're literally one of my favorite authors of all time. So when this was announced, I was so excited, especially since there's going to be a Volume 6 next year, which happens in the same year, not like chronologically, but I'm saying that Volume 6 will be published in the same year that Season 3 will come out. So that'll be exciting, especially reading Volume 5 with the new knowledge of Seasons 1 and 2, even though I know that the timeline of the books is slightly different than the timeline of the show. I read Volumes 1 through 4 the month before Season 1 came out. So yeah, I'm kind of a newer Heartstopper fan, but I've been a fan of Alice Oseman since they wrote Radio Silence. So anyway, the point is, I'm so excited to read this book. I'm absolutely so excited. So I'm hoping that it'll be great. So I'll read it sometime in December. So yeah, there's that. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called Ruthless Vows. This story is the YA fantasy romantic sequel to Divine Rivals, and it comes out December 26th. And I'm so excited to read it. When I read Divine Rivals for the first time, I absolutely loved it. It was so good. The earth shifted, I collapsed, screaming, crying, throwing up. The romance was amazing. The world building is excellent. I love the characters. I love everything about it. The plot is so engaging. The mystery is amazing. I'm so excited to read the sequel. I know that it's going to be absolutely so amazing and so well done because my expectations are so astronomically high. And usually, I don't put sequels on my TBR because historically I get disappointed. But with this series, I'm just so excited for it. And I know that there's no way that I can get disappointed. You know what I mean? Even if this book is completely different than what I expect, I know that I will love it anyway. I don't know if that makes really any sense. But anyway, I'm so excited to read this book. And I know that so many other people are excited too. So anyway, the point is, this book comes out December 26th. I'm really looking forward to it. So in conclusion, that's my winter TBR. I'm already anticipating that by the middle of this month, I have already read more books this entire year than there are days in this entire year. So I don't really mind so much if December is a bad reading month, but I'm hoping that both months individually will be good overall. I don't really know if that makes any sense at all, but basically I have much lower expectations for the last 2 months of this year than I've had for previous months, just because they are the last 2 months of the year. So yeah. So anyway, in other news, there will be resources to support Palestine as per usual in the description box below. So I hope that Palestine will be freed from the river to the sea. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the zebra emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.